Mr. Anderson. I don't know, I think of that every time they say that. It's probably just I'm just boring. You're violating my rule of threes.
Looks like the next game is hide and seek. Huh?
Wait, are we fighting through this now? I think we are. Why am I on the handgun? Screw you. I've got a way better gun. Is it just a mundane piano? What do you think, Zach? Press the key. There's a key right here he always presses. Oh, the door just already opens, okay. Cool. Yeah, this place definitely changes. But York doesn't seem to react to that.
These girls, Zach. Do you see the resemblance? Anna, Becky.
The person on the left is Emily. That's Emily. Well, that's different. So I called that Thomas would be the next suspect, and I called that Emily would be the next threatened person. So this is I'm on the right wavelength. Yeah, this house just completely becomes a different house, which York doesn't react to at all. It's weirding me out. Like, I know that he's used to weird nether spaces and nonsense because he goes and gets sucked into, well, this, but you think he'd at least remark on the fact that, like, canonically, the space seems to be changing in universe and not just in his weird headspace. Because, like, they're being like, solve this puzzle before you can continue. Really? Is it a boss fight? Or just a bunch of enemies? I'm like, that's the only exit. I'm right here. Save money with Geico. You don't appreciate what you have until it's gone. The only thing more overrated than Nickelback is hating Nickelback. Hello. How do you do? Why, hello there. There you go. So are we going to be profiling while we're here? Hello. Are you puzzle or just visuals? If I go in the middle, I bet things spawn all around me. And then I shoot the barrels to make them all die. Oh boy. Oh boy. That's a quantity of enemies. Try not to die. Ow, shit. That didn't work out at all. I couldn't get the angle right. Cool, that did 0 damage. So far, so good. At the moment, things are going alright. And they're not even chasing me, I guess? Goodbye. Amazing, 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 amazing. Him calling out headshots is the funniest shit when I'm using a gun that fires this quickly. It makes him seem incredibly easily impressed. You already have so many golf clubs, you can't carry more. Don't want to risk it too much. Some things are more damaging than you expect. Dogs? Oh no. Do I have to fight dogs? No. Wait, is it gonna be the giant dog from before? How is this gonna work? Fuck. No? Get me in another room. I don't want to deal with this. I don't want to deal with this Resident Evil reference. Let's save. Dogs can be so agile and hard to fight. I'm a little worried. Where is Doggo? Where you at? Excuse me. Money. Oh, everything's exploding. I think they're teasing a dog attack. Well, we're not going that way. Shit. Could you imagine? Imagine playing through this, but you don't know the game has side quests at all. Which is how many people played this game. That means to be playing through this with a pistol or with limited ammo. Be very different. Hey, bye. Hey, bye. Deuces. Oh, I have no clue where I'm going. I'm just running in directions. Hey, that's red. That's usually a good sign. Oh, the puzzle. Wait, do I have to redo it? Do I have to redo it, but also I'm being attacked? Was I supposed to find... No, they're clearly not on the squares. Okay. I was like, I never found music boxes, or I never found notes about what the solution would be. Are we just gonna have a fight in here? You're normal enemies, right? Yeah, you are. Excuse me. Oh, they're not by it. Shit. Yeah. Mixed results, but still. Yep. Makes things a little easier on me. I think that's all of them though, isn't it? There we go. We are not there yet. We are not done. Who thought it was a good idea to teach zombies how to use guns? Oh, Jesus. Alright, it's fine. I didn't need health. Oh boy. And that's why you want them... You want to be able to tell what direction the enemies are in. No one over there. Amazing. Nice shot. Bullseye. That was a big old damage spike. Damn. These guns don't play around. Who knew that guns could hurt people? Is that what I've been doing this whole time? I'm sorry, everyone. I didn't understand what I was up to. I feel like I'm in the same hallway again. I have no sense of space right now. Yay! Oh shit. I pressed the toolbox button. I'm an idiot. And they even gave me a toolbox earlier. I should have used that moment to, you know, actually... These are not destructible. I should have taken that moment to rip every single first aid kit out of my toolbox into my real inventory. Someone really needs to de-stupid me one of these days. Is this your room, miss? She was special. She got to have a cutscene and everything. Wait, the contents of the... was just a first aid kit? Hey, working mirror, how you doing? Okay, it's just... Hey, it's the same drawer we saw before. Full of candy and everything. Open it. A bunch of female clothes in Stuart's house. That seems noteworthy. And concerning. Considering there's a killer of women on the loose. Oh boy, thanks. I don't even need to stop shooting ever. I'll just keep it held down. Doesn't even matter if I'm not even aiming that well. It'll just keep going. Ooh?
Huh? Emily!
At times we must purge things from this world because they should not exist, even if it means losing someone that you love.
Stop!
Aw, you love her.
Zach, did you see that? I must be getting tired.
Yeah, we wouldn't want to have hallucinations at all, York. That'd really tear things apart, wouldn't it, if we started hallucinating? Oh boy. Also, on that note, Sky. Oh, we're in this room. Buttons. There's a switch on the statue. Should we push it? Would be fun if the mansion transforms into something unexpected. Like a transformer. Or Bloodborne. Guess only one way to know. It's a huge button. I can only assume that was the time limit. I love surprise time limits. They're good for my heart. Are we at the waterfall? Wait, did this window always overlook the waterfall? To where we were fishing right outside? It really incriminates you guys if that's the case. What's going on down here? Someone's trying to log on to dial-up. Oh wow, I was more right than I thought. Look at that scrolling code screen down there. Oh, this is a secret lair. This is an Umbrella Corporation bunker. Look at this place. This is hilarious. You can't reach those books. Why would you keep them that high? You can't stand, can you? That's just cruel. I like the note that there's no stairs because it has to be wheelchair accessible.
Zach, looks like we're out of the countryside and back in civilization.
Is this where he gasses us because he has a mask on?
Welcome, York.
I brought the documents. Just what is going on in here?
I warned you about haste. Take it slow. You'll lose sight of what's important if you just rush past it. As an agent of the FBI, I'm sure you know. So many people have got it all wrong. They think speed is the key. That being first is the best. They want speed and are satisfied with what the speed brings. Even if it means that they miss so much on the way, they don't even see that. I see everything that they don't. From here, I see it all. Then, when the time comes, I make use of what I've seen. I can get whatever I want in this way. Anything at all.
You're certainly talkative today, Harry. But I didn't come here for a business lecture. Tell me everything you know.
Speed is not important. Timing is what is important. Timing. York, you have a natural gift for waiting for the correct timing. Just be careful that your haste does not ruin everything. That will be vital to solving the current case at hand. York, I know more than you think, but less than what you hope. 1, you have Nick in custody. 2, Thomas is missing. 3, Carol has a locket that belongs to the murderer. I also know that this case revolves around the red seeds. But that's about it.
So you've got an inside line on police information.
That reminds me. The victim people's tongues were cut out, weren't they? But that's only a minor point. Don't let the shocks blind you to what's more important. That's another business tip.
Harry, I'm impressed. You gather information really well. You hacked into the FBI network, too. Amazing. But I didn't come here to hear this.
Then let us close the business seminar. It's time for a history lesson instead. I remember it as though it were yesterday, if you'll pardon the cliché. It was dark, rainy, a foggy night. My parents, who normally got along, were fighting over something. My father was blaming my mother, it seemed. So I left the house, headed for the clock tower. There was a party being held that day to celebrate the tower's completion. I wanted to see the town from above, and so I decided to climb the tower. Curious child. I saw it being constructed day after day. I'm not sure why, but I was really drawn to the tower in some way. And that's why I knew. From the pit in the theater, there's a path to the clock tower. They were just cleaning up after the party, so it was easy to get into the theater. I used the secret passage to sneak into the tower. But when I reached the top, I saw something very strange. There were soldiers there, all wearing gas masks. I moved closer and saw that they were fiddling with some kind of device. The device was emitting purple smoke outside. Just then, for the first time, the bell rang throughout the town. I reacted with fear and left the tower as fast as I could.
That looked exactly like Kaysen, who was doing the comical villain laugh.
When I got outside again, the purple fog was spreading. I covered my nose and mouth and ran home. I unconsciously counted the number of times the bell rang. After the 12th time, the bell did not stop ringing. It rang a loud 13th time. I got back into town to see another, even more disturbing sight. The people were attacking and killing each other, rampaging as though insane. One man, dressed in a red raincoat, was particularly strong. Anyone who attacked him was killed in an instant. I, too, started to feel a violent hate boiling up inside me. I tried, but was unable to suppress it. One word resonated through my head. Kill! 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 Without thinking, I took a branch and attacked the man in the raincoat. For a moment, I didn't know what was occurring. The face beneath the hood was that of my father, painted with an expression I had never seen before. Hatred and angst. He clearly saw me, but that did not stop him from attacking me. The following morning, I awoke surrounded by dead bodies. It wasn't raining anymore, and the purple fog was gone. I couldn't believe what I saw and what I myself had done. But even worse things were waiting for me when I got home. My mother was dead. Killed, presumably also by my father. The next day, the town was overrun by military personnel. That's when the gag order was issued. Talking about the incident was unappreciated, a taboo. But even still, people stopped going outside when it rained. Country folk are very patriotic. We never tell our children about what happened. But these things find a way out of even the tightest of lips, in parts. People only speak of the killer in the red raincoat, which is where the legend of the raincoat killer comes from.
Quite a story.
After the incident, the gas seeped into the soil of the town. Even today, when it rains, a minute amount is released. That's why I never take my mask off when I'm outside. This town is dirty, York.
If what you say is true, then the killer is someone who is badly affected when it rains.
You need to draw the conclusions, not I. I have no conclusions.
Is there a connection between the red seeds and the gas, then?
This is just my own presumption. The seeds and the gas have a similar effect on our nervous systems. I believe someone figured that out and decided to use it. Or it could just be nature's way of getting back at us humans. York! Good news! Hear from George soon. They have found Thomas. I'll tell you one last and very important thing. Just as you suspected, everything I have told you is gibberish. I never hacked into the FBI server, and I certainly know nothing about the red seeds. I shall thank you for listening to an old man babble on.
Let me ask you one thing then, Harry. You're a businessman. You must be after something in return for giving me this information.
York, at times we must purge things from this world because they should not exist. Even if it means losing someone that you love.
But that still does not justify murder.
Remember this. Everything changes in form. There isn't a single thing that can maintain its shape.
He said the thing. Also, this took a hell of a turn. I mean, he did imply immediately afterwards that nothing he said was actually true. But if we assume that everything that he said was true, then there isn't or there kind of isn't a murderer, or at least there originally wasn't a murderer. A completely insane military bioweapon was released in the city for some reason. I thought the guy looked like Kaysen a lot, but maybe it wasn't Kaysen. They were fucking doing supervillain laughs. What in the world? At the very least, the grunts in the military doing that kind of thing would presumably be following orders or whatever, and wouldn't be the masterminds. But they were laughing like they were the masterminds, which was even weirder. So this game is more Resident Evil than I expected, and that it's a bioweapon released on a city, evidently. And the Raincoat Killer is just one guy who happened to be in there during the attack. So they happened to be infected by the gas but also they had a weapon and they were just apparently capable. And they're apparently this guy's dad. But this guy knows the quote that my dad said when he murdered my mom, which raises all sorts of questions. Huh. I'm wondering does Emily have a secret? Because you can only do Emily's side quest when it rains, supposedly. And that's curious, considering what rain means in this game. Well, that might just be that that's the only time she's ever fucking home, is when it rains. That might just be the reason why that's the only time you can do her quests, because she's always working. So the basis is that every time it rains, some amount of the toxicity comes out and poisons people and makes them attack, which is why nobody's ever in, and no one's ever out during the rain. But that's like implying that all the people I fight are real people, but there'd be so many murders on the books if all those people were being killed for real. So I still think that all the people that come out and attack me when it rains are ghosts or imaginary or whatever. They're in York's head or something. Some part of his process or whatever, or maybe even his place on the spectrum or something. Who knows what to make of that? I have trouble accepting the idea that so many people were in a crazy bloodbath though, and nobody remembers that information or talks about it. In particular, his explanation that the people in southern towns are so. The people in rural towns are so patriotic, so they didn't tell their children about this. And I'm like, really? Their blind loyalty to the government made them not expose the fact that happened? Is that the implication that they just said? What about being patriotic means don't tell your children about the crazy, horrible thing that happened? Like, blind American patriotism usually mostly just means this vague concept of being pro the idea of being an American. It's actually usually kind of meaningless. It's like, how dare you be against America? But also, like, the same people that are so rabid about patriotism are very often the people that are actually anti-government and anti the American government. So they're always just kind of talking about this vague, like, concept of Americanness and some nation of Americanness, but not actually the government of said America, is my experience with the type of people that are super patriotic. So they would not be interested in facilitating a government cover-up. But that said, nobody besides you, this guy right there, knows that it was the government. So they just knew that a crazy thing happened. So I don't know why that would be a secret. That's weird. In fact, knowing that the rain makes you go crazy in a bloodlust is super useful information you would definitely want to keep a hold of, so that people know why not to go out there. Oh well. Money. So much money. More money than I ever would know what to do with. Like, I've just been not conscious of where the money's coming from in this game. It's kind of just not a real limit.